Hi, I'm Shayna with Adventures in Fluff, here with part 4 of my newborn cloth diaper review series, and today we're going to be going over pre-fold and fitted diapers. Now, just to give you a little bit of background information, Lincoln was 8 pounds 4 ounces when he was born, and we started cloth diapering when he was 1 week old, and he was still about 8 pounds 4 ounces. Our newborn stash lasted about until he was 2 months old at 13.5 pounds. Now, the pre-folds and the fitted diapers, I'm going to admit my review is probably not fully comprehensive because I tended to stick with my favorites over a lot of the other ones, so I probably didn't use them all equally, and thus it's hard to say exactly how they would have worked if I had consistently used each one of them. But I'm still going to give you some information on what I found with what I did notice while using each of these diaper options. The first option here is a Green Mountain Diapers Cloth Ease Pre-Fold. And at first I had thought I would not try pre-folds because it seemed just very old school and not cute and a little bit of pain in the butt. But after talking with a lot of other moms, I decided that I would give them a try just because a lot of people had said they work so well. So, so I got 6 of the newborn pre-folds, and I'm actually glad that I tried them out because it was fairly easy. I mean, it was fun mastering the folds and just doing, an angel wing pre-fold here. And I thought it was fun. I didn't use them often, but they did work, and they were very easy to clean. They were very quick drying, and I didn't get any stains on any of them. So I definitely think they work. I definitely think they're a good option for people trying to save money. These are about $2 each, and probably the only thing that's expensive about them is just getting them shipped because they're kind of heavy. But other than that, I thought it was a pretty good option. I did notice when testing them out beforehand that it seemed like the wing of the diaper wasn't going to last as long as the rise on my little teddy bear model that I used beforehand, and it just seemed like this area right here was going to get too short really fast. So then I came up with a design and kind of fixed up 3 of my 6 pre-folds with what I call extended tabs. So that was my second option that I ended up using. And I added these extended tabs onto them, and this gave me a little bit more play with the waist area. So I could get a lot bigger waist. The rise stays the same, but in most cases your rise would last longer than the waist anyway. So that was my other option, and I liked these a little bit better than the regular pre-folds. My only concern with these was that I wish I would have chosen a different fabric type. I did these all with flannel, and I probably would have liked them better if I had done them with a knit fabric or something that snappied a little bit easier. But I think knit fabrics, I would have gotten some cute prints and got better snappability, and they would have had stretch to them, so they would have lasted even longer with stretch. But I still like these. I like that they gave them an extra design to them. They didn't look so boring, and they were really easy to do. I just, sewed them right into the back of it. You can kind of see the little rectangle stitching there, and you'd see it on the back of the pre-fold. So you can't fold down the pre-fold anymore like you could before, but you can always, fold the front of the pre-fold if you need to change the rise of the diaper. So I like these. As far as absorption, they are the same as a regular pre-fold. They worked really well. They cleaned really well. They dried really well, and it hardly cost anything to add the extended tabs. So another great option. Oh, another thing about Prefolds is it's great because you can fold down the front and they're going to work underneath the umbilical cord. So another great option starting from the very beginning. This one is a Baby Kicks Hemperoo Prefold. These are very expensive, but I really wanted to try some hemp ones. I got 3 of these, and unfortunately I forgot that I had them stuffed at the bottom of my stack, so I only used it a couple of times, but I do plan on using them as doublers, so I'll definitely get some use out of them, which is a great thing about Prefolds because you really get your money's worth because you can use them for so many other things later on. Even after I use these as doublers, I'm way done with cloth diapering. I can use these to, clean up the house or anything like that. But what I did find while using these was that they absorb a lot of liquid. I had him in this one for quite a while, and it barely even felt damp on the outside. It was really, really great absorption. So I really like these, and I plan on definitely keeping them around for quite a while to get my money's worth out of them. So another good option. The texture is going to be a little bit different. They're very soft, and those were nice. Another option I had was the Green Mountain Diapers Clothies Prefolds turned into a fitted diaper. So this is actually made using one of these Prefolds, only they have already turned it into a fitted diaper for you. So this is one of my most economical fitted diapers I had, and I think they're just under $5. Come with the snaps, and they've already cut them and add the elastic and everything. So you get about the same absorption as you would with a Prefold, probably a little bit less because they've cut out this whole section right here, so you don't have all the folding and everything that you would have on a regular Prefold. I would have folded this section in, and I would have had a lot more absorption. So less absorption with these. I definitely would say this is a daytime Prefold, not a overnight Prefold, but they definitely are a good option if you're looking for something more economical. The only thing I would say is I really didn't like the snaps on these. I almost would rather just fold them over and close them with a snappy, because these snaps didn't give me a very good fit in the beginning. Now later on when he got bigger, the leg holes seemed to be a little bit better, but for some reason I just didn't like the snaps on these. And I did just look on their website, and it looks like they're going to be offering these in a snapless version, so that'll be really good, and I'm curious if they're going to be a little bit less expensive or not. But even if not, I would definitely get them in the snapless version because I think you'll get a lot better fit. But great economical option, and great daytime fitted diaper. Another option I had was the DIY, do-it-yourself girl in me had to make my own Prefolds. I got this idea from a Daddy Flat tutorial and just expanded upon it and made it more of a Prefold and changed the design a little bit. But these are very easy to make out of old t-shirts that you might have lying around, and all you do is fold them in for a trifold, flip it up, snappy, or if you want to contain breastfed baby poop, I guess poop in general, you could just roll the sides in and then flip it up, and then I kind of flare out the sides a little bit and then snappy. I really liked these a lot. They are very trim, and if you needed to, you could always lay in a doubler, fold over, and have extra absorption, but they're a great daytime option. I wouldn't use these at nighttime either, but you get whatever colors that you decide to use, whatever t-shirts. I mean, you can get really creative on these, and I think they're a lot of fun, and since they were so trim, I can use them a lot longer on some of my smaller covers like the Bummies covers that I had that were so small. So this was a great option for that. And I really liked the stretch of it. I got an amazing fit on the waist because of the stretch of the knit fabric. So this was one of my favorite options for daytime. I just thought they were a lot of fun to use, and it's always nice when you can use something you made and say, hey, I made that. So good option. This is my Thirsties Duo Wrap, and I love the feel of these. Super soft. I love the bright colors they have. I love that it's an Aplex closure, so it's really fast and easy to use. And I love that it's a snap down rise. These ones actually still fit Lincoln right now. I think it's the only one that I have here that I'm showing you today that he can still fit in right now and still uses once in a while. So that's another great thing about them. Because it's a snap down rise, they are a little bit bulkier, but you know, when they're snapped down to the smallest setting. So I needed a little bit larger cover for them, but not too much of a problem. Opening them up, you see that they have a microfleece interior, so that was awesome. This is my only fitted Prefold option that has a microfleece stay dry interior. So a great nighttime option if your baby has problems with being wet the entire night. And it also has a pocket, so you could stuff it with more absorption. You can see the microfiber on the back here, so it has really good absorption in here and sucked up a lot of liquid. I didn't have any leaks with this diaper. I did have a little problem with the fit sometimes in the beginning, but as he rounded out, I didn't have a problem with them. I'm not sure why I didn't use these that often. I think I just got into my ways of using the Kiss Loves, which I'll go over next, and then I just kind of left this one in the sidelines. But it's definitely a great option, and I don't have anything really bad to say about it. It's just for some reason I preferred the Kiss Loves better. So a great option as far as newborn diapers. The only bad thing I will say is it does not have an umbilical cord scoop, and so I would not use this until after the baby's umbilical cord fell off. The last option was my favorite option and my go-to option for nighttime diapers when Lincoln was in his newborn phase. I love that it has an umbilical cord snap down right here, and I actually like the snaps of it. I got a really great fit with this diaper. Never had a problem with the leg fit, never had a problem with the waist fit. The only thing I would say is I always left this snap down until maybe the very end I started unsnapping it, but I felt that the snap down gave me a better fit for some reason. I really like the feel of these. They always are super soft. They didn't get crunchy at all. I never had any staining in these. I never had a poop blowout. I never had a leak. Never any problems with these. I used these every single night and was pretty sad when whenever I ran out. I only had 6 of them, so every once in a while I ran out. But anyway, so my favorite option, and they fit for a long time. He just recently grew out of these ones, and I was kind of sad about it. But I'm using pocket diapers at night now anyway. But this was definitely, out of all the options I showed you today, my favorite. So that is it for our 4-part series, and I hope you enjoyed looking at all of our cloth diaper for newborn stash, and I hope you join me again for another one of my adventures in fluff.